Yehovah Eloheinu Svaod, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please lead me using the Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema, listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself. And you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Deuteronomy Chapter 13. Everything I am commanding you, you are to take care and do. Do not add to it or subtract from it. If a prophet or someone who gets messages while dreaming arises among you, and he gives you a sign or a wonder, and the sign or wonder comes about as he predicted, when he said, "Let's follow other gods, which you have not known, and let us serve them," you are not to listen to what that prophet or dreamer says, for Yehovah your God is testing you in order to find out whether you really do love Yehovah your God with all your heart and being. You are to follow Yehovah your God, fear him, obey his mitzvot, listen to what he says, serve him, and cling to him. And that prophet or dreamer is to be put to death, because redeemed you from a life, because he urged rebellion against Yehovah your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt and redeemed you from a life of slavery, in order to seduce you away from the path Yehovah your God ordered you to follow. This is how you are to rid your community of this wickedness. If your brother, the son of your mother, or your son, the daughter, or your wife whom you love, or your friend who means as much to you as yourself, secretly tries to entice you to go and serve other gods, which you haven't known, neither you nor your ancestors, gods of the peoples surrounding you, whether near or far away from you, anywhere in the world, you are not to consent, and you are not to listen to him, and you must not pity him or spare him, and you may not conceal him. Rather, you must kill him. Your own hands must be the first one on putting him to death, and afterwards the hands of all the people. You are to stone him to death, because he has tried to draw you away from Yehovah your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of a life of slavery. Then all Israel will hear about it and be afraid, so that they will stop doing such wickedness as this among themselves. If you hear it told that in one of your cities which Yehovah your God is giving you to live in, certain scoundrels have sprung up against you and have drawn away the inhabitants of their city by saying, "Let's go and serve other gods, which you haven't known," then you are to investigate the matter, inquiring and searching diligently. If the rumor is true, if it is confirmed that such detestable things are done among you, you must put the inhabitants of that city to death with the sword, destroying it completely with the sword, everything in it, including its livestock. Heap all its spoils in an open space, and burn the city with its spoils to the ground. For Yehovah your God, it will remain a tell forever, and not be built again. None of what has been set apart for destruction is to stay in your hands. Then Yehovah your God, from his fierce anger and show you mercy, have compassion on you, and increase your numbers as he swore to your ancestors, provide you listen to what Yehovah says, and obey all his mitzvot that I am giving you today, thus doing what Yehovah your God sees as right. How can we learn to love others How can we learn to love God after reading this Interesting chapter 13 of Deuteronomy. We can take care to do everything Yehweh commands, found in his written word. Do not add or subtract from Torah. Know that Yehweh will test you. Trust that Yehweh desires to know if you love him with all of your heart and being. Follow Yehweh, fear Yehweh, obey the mitzvot of Yehweh, listen to Yehweh, serve Yehweh, and cling to Yehweh. Separate yourself from anyone who leads you away from Yehweh. Aim to point all to Yehweh. Trust Yehweh for mercy and compassion. Listen and obey all the mitzvot of Yehweh gives, found in his written Torah. Do what is right from the perspective of Yehweh. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can teach others what true obedience to Torah is. Bear one another's burdens. We can obey Yehweh wholeheartedly as examples for others to follow. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, self-control. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name as we lead up to Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. Yehweh will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with the hedge of protection. Yehweh will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehweh will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete.